Hi viewers, welcome to another edition of Marriage Clinic Live. It's actually our 40th anniversary at Marriage Clinic. Happy celebration to Marriage Clinic. Woo! We are glad about this anniversary. I mean, it's been a long journey. We thank God that we started out in I think 2019, and here we are already 4 years, and we trust God that we will celebrate many more years. And as our practice and culture has been over the years, whenever we are celebrating our anniversary, we invite different guest speakers, from across the world to speak to us on some specific topic that we think that couples or marriages need to understand. And today we are privileged to have another special guest in the house. Before I bring him up, I remain your host, Moralai Hanovuti, the convener of Marriage Clinic. And I would like to quickly say welcome to everyone. Welcome to all our new joiners, our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. Thank you to everyone, to all our followers on all our social media platform. We say thank you on our Facebook group page as well. I celebrate you all. Thank you for your participation, for your contribution. Thanks to everyone. So today we are privileged to have a special guest in the house, and he's going to be speaking to us on a very unique topic that I've not heard people really talk about. Around the topic is so unique that it's very important for couples to know about productivity. We don't really talk about this that much. Some people believe that, oh, when you talk about productivity, you're talking about giving birth to children, producing children. No, but we want to look at another dimension to productivity, why couples need to be productive. And today we are privileged to have Mr. Productivity himself in the house. And I tell you, he's a global expert in this field. He's not a local champion, is a global expert in this field, and is known, globally all over the world for his work on productivity. It's a privilege to have in the house Mr. Remi Dairo.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank
welcome
you. Thank
to Marriage
you.
Clinic Live.
It's my excitement to be here today. Sister Moralayo, I tell you are doing a great job. And I want to say thank you for what you are doing for humanity. And we have been so blessed, behind the camera. We have been so blessed. We have been blessed with having camera in front of us. How much more? Those who know you personally, I'm telling you, you're a great fellow. Thank you very much for what you do. God bless you and your family. So let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's be productive.
Thank you for honoring our invitation. Okay, so we want to start the conversation right away. So productivity. What is this productivity about? Especially as it relates to marriage, because some people might think productivity means giving birth to children and more children. But in your own perspective, what is this productivity about?
All right, this question you're asking me, I can take a whole 1 month explaining it. But I'll try as much as possible, just very as brief as possible. I don't know if I'm permitted. I'm a Christian, so I can quote the Bible and then bring some things out from the scripture.
Okay.
Genesis chapter 1 verse 28. The Bible says the Bible told us about Adam and Eve, and that time Eve has not even come. It was Adam, and the Bible says, and the Lord blessed them. That means God identified that there was Eve or all of us inside the Adam. So that means the whole world, the whole human race was in them. Because he wouldn't have used the word them. And the word, I know my baby is here, no problem. We are doing family. Productivity.
Yeah,
it's allowed. You can bring her on board if you want to carry her on, but it's not a problem. So you can carry her. No problem. it's permitted. Our viewers knows that we are family people. So children also are allowed. So
Okay.
when it said, and the Lord blessed them, and the Lord said, "Be fruitful."
Mm.
Be fruitful. There was an expectation of the blessing.
Mm.
You have said, and the Lord blessed them. Who are the them? Human race, Adam, Eve, family, everybody together, one family. That's the first family. So there was a blessing, and then after the blessings, like a software, and the Lord, the Lord installed the software in
Mm.
him, man, and God said, "Oh, this object, because I have installed into you blessing, therefore be fruitful." Means be productive. Be productive means give me fruit of the seed I sow. Be fruitful means give me fruit of the seed. So there was first seedfulness before fruitfulness. Expectation. So it is not a commandment, it's an expectation. So productivity is not a commandment. So be fruitful. And God commanded us to be fruitful. Yes, but he wouldn't have commanded what he didn't put there. God will say it's not a taskmaster asking for what he didn't put there. And that's why he said,
Yeah.
and the Lord blessed them. There was first a blessing in every man, and then there's an expectation of saying, be fruitful, be productive, give me fruit, give me result, give me something more. Some people say, oh, fruit of the womb. Let me tell you something. That be fruitful is not only fruit of the womb. That is only, in fact, is the smallest part. There are three things invested into man. So there's a fruit of the womb, which is the fruit of the body. So when man and woman meets together, there's a fruit. That is a level. In fact, it's the lowest level of that's what they call it, reproductive, not productivity. Reproduction. That is reproductive part of productivity. Number
Mm.
two is mental productivity. So God was also giving you brain, give me gain of the brain I put inside of you. So this matter called brain, this white matter called brain inside of us, God is expecting that we negotiate, we interact, we
Mm.
transact the brain, and then bring it out to level of productivity apart from the body. So the body one is the fruit of the fruit of the waste. I call the fruit of the waste. And when parents, I mean, when a woman and man come together, the fruit of the body is the baby, which is reproduction,
Yeah.
which is the second level is the fruit of the brain.
Mm.
The fruit of the brain is another level of productivity, and that's why you hear, oh, that is brainchild of Albert Einstein. That is, oh, Apple, and this is Apple. Where's Apple? Oh, Apple is a brainchild of Steve Jobs. Oh, we are using computer. Oh, what computer is this? Oh, Microsoft is a brainchild of Bill Gates. You see, that is the second level of productivity that God was
Mm.
expecting. So the first level was, so if you ask me how many fruit of the body does Steve Jobs has? He has
Don't do
none.
that.
Lisa. But how many
Mm.
fruit of the brain does he have? Plenty.
Yeah.
Apple 1, Apple 2, Apple 3, iPad, iPhone, iPhone 1, iPhone 13, iPhone 15. Fruit of the brain. So
Sure.
the problem in Africa is we have so much fruit of the body and less fruit of the brain.
Hmm.
So that's why people are broke. You are broke because you gave. I don't want to. My father has many of us, but the question is, how many fruit of the brain did my father had?
Hmm.
So there is always a gap between the fruit of the body
Hmm.
and the fruit of the brain, which is the second one. Now the third level is a fruit of the spirit. It's not Galatians chapter. It's not Galatians 1 now. It's not peace, love, and no. The fruit of the spirit is when your spirit is fruitful. When you get to a higher level of productivity, which is the highest level, is the level where you can go inside yourself and create something from the spirit.
Hmm.
And don't tell me it's only for Christian. At the point, this is the history of Steve Jobs. He traveled to China. He traveled to far India to
Yeah.
go and have a kind of a spiritual level. When he was praying with iPad 4 or something, or iPad something in history, he had to go and connect spiritual connection to be able to create something that the world have not seen before. You cannot do what you cannot create what have not been seen before and create it from the body or from the brain level of productivity. The highest level is in the spirit, when you catch something within and you are running after that thing. And when you see big conglomerates, the owner say, I saw something. That's spiritual level. That is beyond the brain. It's beyond what you learn in school. It's beyond what you read in school. That's where brain productivity. I read this one, I get a master in this one, I got PhD in this one. Yes, you are expected to be fruitful with your brain, right? But there's a level they cannot teach you. It's within. And some people get into meditation, and that's why you see, even in Google today, there's a session called meditation session, where everybody in Google shut down and they're like meditating. Because that is the power. That's where the power of creativity comes. So what am I trying to say? Be fruitful in marriage or in relationship that's marriage is not only reproduction of babies of the body, also the reproduction of babies of the brain, reproduction of babies of the spirits, so that we can have it all together and we can all be whole in our productivity, not one dimension. Let me keep quiet. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much for that explanation and analysis. So, we notice that some people are usually very productive, before they go into marriage. Probably when they were single, they were productive. You could tell that they could do a lot, but immediately they go into marriage, they go into the sleep mode. You find out that in marriage they become indolent. You can hardly see anything productivity in them, and you keep wondering, but this is the same person that when he or she was single, they used to be very productive. So should do you think that productivity should stop once people go into marriage, or do you think marriage should kill people's productivity, either for a man or for a woman?
Thank you very much. I think it's a wrong notion, and the error is somewhere. When somebody is productive at a level, and when he gets married, the productivity drop. We should go and do research. What really happened? The first thing that happened is, why are you going to that relationship? Some went to relationship because, if I marry this person, I'm okay now. Probably I'm married to their wealth, so I can go to my sleep mode. Or I'm married to, this man, he become my husband. He has this already. I'm just the furniture is waiting. The man already have house, have cars, have everything. Everything's working for him. He needs a furniture called woman. So the next furniture is woman come inside, just like I bought TV and bring the woman in. So that woman will go down because it's like a furniture. So if you marry wrong, your productivity will not be there. If you try it, the essence, the why of your marriage will show up and will fight your productivity. But you married me because of money. So why are you working? Sit down at home. I'll give you money. Don't do anything. You married me because you want to be giving back to babies. You wanted baby. Sit down. Where are you going to? Give me babies. You married me because you're already getting late and I helped you. I helped you. You're already getting late. Sit down there. Don't go anywhere. Especially from the African culture mentality. What am I trying to say? The why is important. Number two, what is the personality of the person you are going into relationship with? So, if you, I'm a talkative. I talk about. In fact, when I was growing up, my parents used to beat me. Oh, this is your mouth. This is your mouth. This is your mouth. They beat me because I talk too much. But you know what? That's my personality. Now today, I travel around the world talking. I'm here today because I could talk, and if you don't stop me, I can keep talking and talking and talking. So, but because my parents did not know what that potential is, they were trying to kill it. So imagine if I now marry a wife who also is two of us, no productivity, talking, argument. So when I wanted to marry, I look for a personality that is opposite my kind of personality. I am a action go. I just go to action. I go to action. I think later. It is not that my role is making me to think and action. But I was born to be an action. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's do the error. We are just that's me. But I have to marry somebody who would think, who will look at it. No. This no. So my productivity did not go down. It is perfected because I have a woman who is opposite kind of where, and now she's a talker now, and I keep quiet more because I've taught her how to talk to increase our own productivity. Now, let me quickly give you one more. Your strength in personality is your strength. It can also become your weakness in another occasion. Sure. Because I'm a talkative, it's a strength, but not everywhere I should talk, it becomes a weakness. There are some places I keep quiet, I think. That is the mode I should go to if I want to be productive. In fact, let me tell you my secret. Do you know how I get productive? I get productive when I run away from the house and I run somewhere to calm down and keep my mouth shut. That's when the best of me comes. Everything I'm telling you, I didn't read any book. Everything you're asking me, I didn't go and study any book. Which book will I say to read all this I'm telling you? But in my thinking, I gather matter. So when I open my mouth, I speak matter. And what I speak matters in the life of people. But many people have data. They don't have that. They don't have data within them. They don't have content, matter. They don't have matter. So when they open their mouth, what they say it doesn't matter. So because of that, number two is personality. So I have to find somebody who will help my personality weakness, because talking too much, action-oriented, moving, jumping around, being people's person, jumping everywhere like that is a strength, but it's also a weakness in another occasion. Therefore, I need somebody who is quiet, calculative, talk less, think more, and is not jumping around. But you also know I have to help her too to know when to talk. Don't keep quiet. Talk when you need to talk. Don't overthink it. Life is not about thinking all the time. So for our own productivity, I have to shoot up because I have to influence her with my own personality in the marriage setting. So there's an exchange of personality, then productivity goes up. I am a writer. I like reading. My wife doesn't like all that. She like hands-on. And you know what? When we got to America, it was our hands-on that was feeding the family. Because the brain work would take time before it starts to generate. But hands work, just start hand work now. When it begins coming, you see?
So that will lead me to the question of some women liking to be idle in marriage, because you talked about your wife that she likes handwork while you are more of the brain work. But if you look at some couple, it's like the woman doesn't want to do anything or the man doesn't want to do anything. So it's just one person, trying to be productive, trying to do a lot of things so that they can earn economically and be okay. So in a situation whereby just one person is idle and the person believes that, well, since I'm married and this is my marriage, this other person should be responsible for me, and so I should not be productive. I should be idle. What do you say to that?
So I will not be part of that. I don't support that. For man, so let's get the role right. It is responsibility of man to provide for the family. But because of our a generation that we are in, because of our new dispensation, today we have women who have things that they are doing and our money is coming in faster. Right? Their career, they're getting things done, whatever, and then they get job and all that. So today, women support their husband, but that does not take the role of a man providing for the family. But let me also change the thing a bit. If there are challenges with the man's work, career, and there are issues at a particular moment, a woman can step in. As I'm borrowing you, I'm stepping in as a borrow, just to be able to help us get through this phase. The man should not sit down and say, "Oh, my wife should be providing because I'm the husband." No. Neither should the woman say, "My husband is the only." Actually, the Bible says the husband is the only, so let him go and kill himself. But no. If anything happens to that man, you will suffer because you have not used your hand, use your brain. You've been sitting at home. The day anything happens, you cannot sustain that family. You cannot sustain with your children. You can't move on with life. And I
True.
will give you a scenario: somebody who has been housewife all our life, and then something happened, the man died at work or something happened, and then he left children, maybe 6 or 7. The man has been she has been happy housewife all her life. She does not know how to do anything, and you can't blame her. My husband is there. She works in a good company. There's money coming in. Why should I stress myself? I'll take care of the baby. Babies, I'll take care of them. I'll cook his food. But you see, when life happened, it was more than the history of the past. They have to sell stuff, sell their houses, sell their car, everything the husband worked for. They have to sell. Why? Because he was indolent. She was indolent, and practicing indolency
Hmm.
becomes laziness. It becomes a lifestyle, and then your hands cannot work anymore. It's just like if you do your hands like this every day, and your hands like this for 1 year, I tell you, you can't use this hand again.
True.
If you do your man like this, you press it like this. If for one year, if you do this, you will not be able to use that mouth again.
True.
So if you don't use your brain, and that's why I say, even if you are not working outside, get something indoor, get something, work from home. There are thousands of things you can do online today. $500, $300, $1,000. You can be doing from home, and I mean, there are work for women that work from home. Stop. So there's nobody who have that excuse. And for men who are also struggling to make things happen, there are things you can do. You can go and drive Uber. You can go and drive whatever. You can do things that does not. I mean, that are not bad things, but yet you can still do some things that can bring money in. In
Yeah.
fact, you can work in the factory.
Mm.
Nobody will beat you because it's a matter of time. All you need to do is just to do something at that phase, because that phase will expire. It will go
It will
if
go.
you have a clear vision. And let me quickly warn: the family must have a clear vision.
Mm.
That is the vision that you are working towards. When one is not working, one is working, the vision is sharp. Even when we are down now, we don't have money now, the vision is sharp. We are
Mm.
going towards somewhere. Every time you can see flexibility changing. But when you are like, there's no vision, why do I need to carry anything? We are good, we are doing well, we are eating, there's bread, there's whatever, and then we are doing fine. And if anything happens, that person have problems. So I don't support that. Everybody should answer must be on there. Thank you.
Mm. Okay, thank you so much for that. So, what can couples do to become, to boost their productivity or become more productive in
Okay.
marriage?
Okay.
Because some
So
people want to do more, but they feel that
yes.
children is slowing them down. The obligations in the marriage is slowing them
Mm.
down. They just feel like there is so much happening in the marriage that is slowing them down. So how can couples, you know overcome all those challenges and begin to boost their productivity in spite of the challenges they are faced with?
So let me quickly warn that there's nobody who have any excuse. If you, Stamarella, can do this, nobody. I know you are heavy. I know you have a baby. You have a lot of things to do. Your hands are full. Yet you are doing this. Yet you are putting this together. Yet you are, and you are not collecting money from people who will be listening to this. Or whatever. That is a challenge to people who are saying, I'm so heavy. I'm so. And let me quickly say, there's a productivity for pregnant women. Go and Google it. There's a level of productivity that is only ascribed to pregnant women only. So you don't have an excuse if you're pregnant. There are level of productivity for those who have children. There are level of productivity for those who have pets. I don't want to go there today because that's my field. I'm a productivity expert. If you have pets, some people have pets. They take pets to work. Why? Because when they see their pet or touch their pet, it increases their productivity. Some, when they see their children, it's a motivation for their productivity. Some, the baby inside their womb is I mean, I don't want to go there. What I'm trying to say, no more excuses. Now, let me now go deeper into that. When you are in a family and then you are like, oh, I'm so busy. Busy doing what? Oh, the children's clothes, whatever, laundry. I need to wash the place. I need to do this one. But when I tell my wife, there's somebody who is coming to come and do pass mark for you. If the room is scattered, rest, to sleep, have a siesta, wake up, start, plan your day. By 4 to 5, I'm going to put this in the washing machine. Oh, by so and so in the night when I'm doing this, I'll be doing this. Plan it. Most time people don't have planning. Oh, look at the place, so everywhere this is dirty. Oh, look at the clothes, everywhere's dirty. Oh, look at the children. Oh, I'm overwhelmed. You know, you're not overwhelmed. You have overwhelmed yourself. Why? There's no planning. Oh, this the house is dirty. Yes, I know. Your husband will not beat you. Go and sleep. Wake up. Start it. Most of the time, you are not sleeping. You are using your time to watch movie, be on the phone, checking social media, chatting with friends. And what I've been since morning, I've been chatting with my friend. You are not being productive. That time have been wasted, not invested. Then let me also blow your mind, because I have some couples I train. I have a woman I train. When your children go to sleep, it's another productive time for you.
True.
I have a lady that's doing a particular course. She does it 1 o'clock. I know it's hard, I know, but it's the determination. She does all her reading during that time, during that weird time. And when the baby wakes up, that's that. I know it's hard, I know it's wrong, but you know what? She can change her trajectory through that time, because the baby will grow. All my children now, they are teenagers. I remember when we also have children, the baby crying in the night, baby crying. It will not be forever. My children now, I'm already missing them. They're not left out. I'm already missing them. Imagine. Because enjoy the phases of your marriage. You have to enjoy and be productive. Now, you might not be super productive because you are heavy. You might not be super or be productive. You might not be super productive because your children are talking about everybody. You know, one of my friends will just put them, lock them somewhere, give them something, and then she's writing. She's taking things. She's doing some stuff. It's a decision. And when man makes decision, every other thing falls in place. But when there's no decision, everything tears you apart. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for that. So another thing is, even though you've touched a bit about it, but I want to believe that there our daily habits or daily activities can also form, can also help with our productivity. That is, what you spend your time doing in a day can determine how productive you will become. So, are there some daily habits or daily activities that people should spend time doing, especially couples, that can help to boost their productivity in the long run, day to day things they can do?
So my recommendation is to start from the spirit. I talked about the 3 levels of productivity when we start. Have you seen couples going to the mountain? I mean, back in Africa, and mountain can also be a retreat here in America. Going on a retreat, and they are praying, Lord, give us children. Oh Lord, give us children. Give us beautiful daughters. Give beautiful sons. But they don't ask God, give us ideas. Bring children. Now it started from. Do you know that Chick-fil-A was a family idea? Chick-fil-A was from the family. Something and Baker family. Uncle Ben's family. Something KFC family. You see, yeah. In the family, something can erupt as an idea. Apart from giving birth to, let me warn you, even madmen give birth to children. Is the lowest level of productivity.
Even animals.
Thank you. Even kill. Even insects. So God, give us children. Yes, I agree that we need to. I mean, sometimes when there's a delay, I agree. I pray for those who are looking for fruit of womb, and Lord will bless them. I agree. But I'm saying that when will couples go on a retreat on the mountain, so to say, and say, Lord, give us ideas in this family. Give us break children in this family. Do you know how much Microsoft worth with his wife? Because of Microsoft concept idea. Do you know that Lisa was the name? Lisa old laptop that was by Apple was the name of the daughter of Steve Jobs' family. I don't want to go to their family stuff, but I'm telling you, in the family, you can. You know, Mercedes Benz was the name of the daughter of the owner who created. I've forgotten the name of but it's the name of the daughter that's called Mercedes. It was a different name before. Family idea. What idea will come out of your family that the world will bow? What idea will come out of your family and the world will pay something for? What idea will come out of your family that the world will exchange, but and you can leave your children and children. I was in the UK, I was in London, and I was just walking around, Wall Street or somewhere, and I saw since 1872, 3 or something. I said, what are they selling? Staff, or staff. I said 18 something. Then I entered there and I saw different kind of staff, this colorful one, this style, this one, that one. I said, oh boy, see staff that I would never think about. I would never think staff. You know what I'm saying? You know what staff?
Yeah.
I saw different types and I asked them, they said this place I've been since 18. They said their great grandfather came up with the idea, and their great grandfather, and their grandfather, and then the grandfather, and then our father, and then like that. Just staff. That is productivity, fruitfulness of a family for a generation. So, number one, family must have that. Number two, there must also be that must be turned to vision. So we're like, in 10 years' time, this is what we are going to draw a vision, draw a roadmap, draw a family roadmap. Are we getting there? Number three, then begin to have a time you talk together. Not only pray, you have done the prayer together, but there's time, let's do a review. We must have a review time. In 6 months' time, where are we? What do we need to do? What are we not doing better? And sometimes you can bring me. I'm a family productivity, coach. And you can say, okay, I am coach, join us, and then we have a meeting. Where are you going to? So in fact, I help family to draw what's called a roadmap, productivity roadmap for the family. I don't know about, you can take care of the children, take care of the reproductive part, but I take care of the fruit of the brain. And I can walk you through how to generate ideas as a family, how to come up with your strength, how to work with each other, and then how to break it down in phases. Then you must help each other's weakness. Sometimes your husband is lazy. Yeah, please. Laziness is part of productivity. Yeah, I learned that too. Sometimes you need to shut down, no work, sleep. One day your brain will reset. Have you not seen that before? When you're like on a reset mode. Yeah. Sometimes we need, because of what we do every day, we clap so much to social media. Are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Network. So at the end of the day, we need to have a time where we shut down. So retreat is key. Family retreat. Don't just work and 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 work. No, in fact, you get little. But when you shut down, you shoot up. When you shut down, so boy, where are we going to? What do we need to do? What about your TV show? How far with it? What do you need to do? So you encourage your partner. Your partner also encourage you. And they're like, no, what about this? No, we need to take this off. We need to amplify this. We need to reduce this. We need to color this. We need to sometimes cut off this. Sometimes you need to delete some contacts from your phones. Yes, there's some people that discourage the family. They bring us down. They bring us down. They are the one that is bringing the family. That they anytime they come around, they make us to feel useless. No, you don't need them. They make us to feel that we are nothing. There are people that they just say, hey, look at your family. Now, wow, look at your children. Hey, things are not moving. Delete them. You don't need people like that. You need people that will pump you up, encourage you, put you on the track, and then reduce distraction as a family. Reduce distraction as much as possible. Television is good. I love TV. I don't have the time to watch it. So once in a while, when I want to shut down, I shut down with TV. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but managing those distractions also is key. And sometimes my wife, I won't relax me because he's a handy person. Is to watch TV. I'll be feeling guilty if I'm watching Netflix the way she's watching. I was but when we are growing up, I used to fight. When we are growing up, I used to fight. No, stop that TV. You cannot read any book. You cannot see, understanding each other. Oh, go and write a book. I've written 4 books. She has not written one successfully. I've been on her neck, but you can only encourage one another. But you see what? She's productive in her area. Yeah. I'm productive in my area. Understanding makes family good. Let me keep quiet, or else I'll just.
Thank you, thank you. So you talked about some people need to also reduce TV time, or
Social
unwind
media,
with TV.
social media time too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so what advice do you have for people that are always on their phone? As a matter of fact, is their phone that is causing unproductivity in their lives? Is their phone that is the principalities and powers,
Yeah.
disturbing their progress? I've seen people that got fired at their places of work just because they cannot do without pinging, spending time on the phone. So how do we also address that so that there is a balance, so that people's productivity is not being reduced just because you have a phone in your hand?
So I used to, in my early days, I used to say, oh, social media bad, social media bad, ban it, ban it. But you see what? I give more content every day. If I yesterday I drop a content, every day I drop content on social media. If there's no social media, who will read our content? Who will even enjoy what we are doing? So they should not ban it. Social media is like a knife or sword, two-edged sword. If you know how to use it well, you kill your enemy. You are more. You cut more grasses. You do more things. But if you don't know how to use it well, you cut yourself. So, number one thing you need to do is you must have what is called social media time. Have it. And it is after a long walk. And I say, I'm going to spend the next 1 hour just checking what's going on in the world. And then by the time I see, but let me also wonder, even me that I'm talking, so I don't talk like a private person. When I enter Facebook video, hey, I don't know, 2 hours has gone. There's 3 hours. 2 hours. Even me that I'm talking to you, because I love comedy, I love to laugh, because I know how to, because I do serious work. So I want to unwind and so when I enter social media, Facebook video, especially some people is TikTok, some people is Instagram, mine is Facebook video. Oh, I'll just be enjoying next one, next one. And if you are not careful, you will watch off your life. So what I do is I have a time for it. I have a time for it, and that time is my unwinding time. So you must have a social media time. Number two, you must also install something on your phone that can cut you off on timing. So there's called screen is on iPhone screen time or something where you can say when at this time I don't want to be on and then it will monitor you. There's a particular app that cuts you off and it give you pam 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 pam. You're ready. There's wow, you
Yeah,
don't
like an
these are
alarm.
hours. Yes, you can do that. You can also do that. You can also say now I'm going to go on Facebook. Alarm. Put a second alarm for 30 minutes. Drop. Be disciplined to drop it. I'm not saying don't do social media. Now you can also have what's accountability partner and say, Sam, please, please, oh, I'm on social media. Oh, please come in another time to get me. I'm telling you, it's your life. It's like I'm going to die. Oh, help me. Oh, don't let me sing. Don't let me sing. Yeah, you are just getting somebody to just watch over you, or I also say, please, please help me to check. I need to be dropping one content on YouTube every day. And if I don't drop, I must give you $1,000. And say, is that so? Yes, I can use you to make my social media productive. Having somebody, a guiding angel who is on top of you, and then put yourself like this. Say, I'll give if I fail, I'll give $500. I'll give $100. I have somebody I was coaching. She always I said, okay, now we're gonna do this. Every time you err on social media is $100, and she agreed. We signed contract. So anytime, I said, where's the money? Coach. I said, no, you signed. She will send the money. Next time, by the time she did like 3 times, do you know, today, I'm not coaching her. She's perfectly on YouTube, doing well. Because you have to first train this body before you can gain out of this body. You have to train your eyes, train your ears before you can gain out of it. So these are the ways you can curb it. Get to accountability partner, deciding for yourself, and then get app that can regulate your, social media involvement.
Wow, thank you so much. Even I have learned a lot from the ones you have talked about. Okay, so I want us to we'll soon wrap up. So
Okay.
I want us to talk about eventualities of life, like uncertainties.
Yeah.
of life. We know that life is full of uncertainties and things may happen. So how should couples manage circumstances that they didn't plan for in marriage, because it has a way of also impacting on productivity. For example, maybe you are not planning for a contingency, but it happened, and somehow that demoralized you, or that just discouraged your when life throw curveballs at you at times,
Yeah.
it has a way of destabilizing people. So
Yeah.
how should couples
So
handle that?
yeah, I got you. So eventualities are things you don't plan for. It happens. And then in our own marriage, in life, we've seen things we didn't plan for that happen, and all that. It happens to everybody.
Yeah,
And
everybody.
there are two ways. There are things you don't plan for in good that will visit your family. A job, an approval, a contract, something, oh, a relationship, a network, poor, and then you get that contract. Ooh, how do you manage that? It's a good one. There are times you plan for something, but and then the other thing happen. So number one, you must have a clarity. Where are we going to? Good or bad? Where are we going to? And there's a power of clarity, and that's what I do in my coaching session. If you don't have clarity, how do you even know you're there? How do you even know something is evil? In fact, there are no evil or bad things. It is interpretation of the mind. Oh, you just got to America, everything is tough. It's not tough. You are learning lessons. You see?
It's a face.
It's a phase. Oh, now they got me out of my job. Yes. So you can think. Eventualities of what? So you can search the internet and see how do we use other things to get us more money. Oh, we didn't plan for that they will sack you, but they sacked you. Yeah. So what next?
True.
So the question is, it is the interpret. So nothing is bad or good in itself. It's the interpretation of
Gift.
the situation that really makes it bad or good. In fact, and that's why you see God, I don't want to sound like a pastor. You see that God even used evil to achieve his purpose. There's no evil in God. Judas was evil. He used him to achieve a purpose. Imagine Judas did not report Jesus today. Jesus is begging Judas, please do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. But he never made the Judas. But Judas was useful for the salvation of men. Oh, this person was bad. The devil was bad. If there's no devil, we will not know there's a goodness in God. So things happen. Oh, I fell. There was a mistake. Yes. What can you learn? What can you pick? What can you pick? So eventualities always happen to people. I wanted to be president. I didn't become president. Then what do we learn? What did we gain? Oh, I got followership. I got this one. And you see what? There's nobody who didn't have anything. God has never created any man who did not have anything. No. Brain is there. Relationship is there. Oh, I'm out of job. Do you have friends you can call? Oh, I'm broke. Do you have character that you can call somebody to give you something? Besides, why don't spoil your character? Build relationship. Have right connection. I am here because we have met somewhere. It took us to this place. Continue. We don't know where we'll be in 10 years' time. We are building something. But if you are like, I don't care, I'm good now. I don't care about it. But if you spoil your character, relationship, and good name, what will you have tomorrow when you are old? So things will happen. Some people will get older, they can't work again. I've seen people who friends put money together for their friends. I've seen people saying, "Oh, this person must not go down." No, it must not go down. And I'm trying to happen to everybody. But how you interpret it, one, then what seed you have on ground will work for you in the day of eventualities. It might be in a new town, America, it might be in London, or somewhere, and there's nobody. You think there's nobody, you'll be shocked. God will raise people up for you because, but you see, you have sown good seed. And I remember I just read this story before I wrap up. when I was growing up, my mother used to accommodate coppers. Back then, coppers. Wow, you mother wasting money. Copper, hey, copper, come to our house. Oh, they will eat. Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, they will come and eat. My mother will accommodate them. My mother will turn them to children. I don't know why. Primary school, second primary school. I woke up in my life seeing my mother taking care of coppers. But you know what? All of our children today that she's old, none of us lack helpers. When I went to serve, they gave me a whole house. I had a family that did the same thing for me. I said, oh boy. My sister, somewhere in Abuja, she had so much favor with people. My brother in the UK, favor. So you see, the life is about seed you sow. Eventualities, my mother cannot run around anymore, cannot jump around anymore. But you know what? Eventualities have happened to her. But the seed she has sown. Therefore, as a family, let us, number one, adopt children that cannot pay us back. You don't need to bring them to your house. Pay school fees, pay GC, pay some back in Africa, send money, touch somebody's life, buy notebook. And these things are $10, $10, $20 used to take ice cream in HEB or or in a Walmart. If you spend $100, you have somebody's life somebody will be grateful. And they don't do it for people that can pay you back. Do it for people that cannot pay, that they wish they can pay. Yeah, it's good. They wish they can pay you back. Yeah, good. Sow it everywhere. Some will appreciate it, some will not appreciate it, some will come and say, some will not even say thank you, don't worry. And let me also warn you, you might not reap from where you sow, but you will reap what you sow. You might not reap as a family. That's something. A family must have where they are sowing. Family sowing. Let's help this person. I've seen a brother who, when things were very tough for me in business, I cannot forget that family. The family, husband and wife, they came together. And then I said, I wanted to borrow. They said, okay, they'll borrow me a particular amount of money. And when they borrowed me, after 1 year, I was struggling to return back. The family called me back. They said they gave me the money. Till I die, I cannot forget that family. I don't know where their children are today. I don't know. So what am I trying to say? Eventualities will happen. Will happen. But know what? Sow seed every day. Make your life a sow seed, a family safety venture. And when eventually happens, you can relax and see things coming back to you. The Lord will help.
Oh, thank you. You're right.
Hope I'm not talking too much.
No. In fact, we are learning a lot. This seed sowing that you talked about, I can attest to that, because at times when I look back, there are some, let me call it grace that I'm enjoying today, that when I look back, is some things I've done, 20 years before now, 10 years before. There are people that I have not even seen before, but somehow God is helping me to touch their lives, their children. I don't know them from anywhere. So I also believe that no matter how little, we need to reach out to others, because that also have a way of covering us when life's eventualities come, because those seeds will always speak for you. You will just see that help comes your way. You are never stranded. You just see that things will just work out eventually. We will all go through that challenges, but we will overcome it, at the end. So the last question, and this one is for the singles, that are planning to go into marriage, or that are still, searching or dating. How can they know or identify someone who who may become unproductive when they eventually get married? Because for some people, the signs are there. When they were single, you can tell that this one, I doubt if they have anything they are really doing, to be productive. So how can you tell, how can you identify as a single that this person might become, a husband that sit at home, that doesn't want to work, or this lady that I'm dating might eventually become a wife that all she wants to do all her life is to gossip, and she does not want to work with her hands or do anything to contribute to the family. So how do you identify, those little red flags, so that it can help them to take the right decision. That's our last question.
Thank you. So it's two ways for the ladies, for the men. So I mean, for the lady and for the guy.
Yeah.
So I quickly balance. For the guy, if you see a lady that is just demanding money, demanding enjoyment, let's go and have fun, let's go and have it. Careful. No, don't forget about saving. Leave saving for future. Let's enjoy it now. Your salary, let's clean it up. Red flag, red flag. If you see a lady that you give a particular amount of money, I don't want to mention any money now, to do something for you and say it's not enough, it's not enough, it's not enough, and every amount you give is not enough. Watch out. Number three, if you say a lady that's not ready to contribute 10% in your relationship, you are ready. I'm not saying, okay, I'm saying relationship we're about to marry, probably courtship level, deeper level. I'm not saying long this a boyfriend, girlfriend that you just met. I'm saying, oh, this is the person I want to marry, and you are ready at that path. And you gave me this amount, but it's not enough for you. Remaining $10, and the $10 is not. If you don't put the $10, it's your problem. It will just go that way. You can't put $10 that I will give you later. Red flag. That person not ready to share anything with you. Even $5, yes, even $5, because at that level where you are still at that level, you cannot do that. The magic cannot happen in marriage. In fact, marriage exposes you the more. Okay, if you say, a lady, where are you? I'm sleeping. Wow, I'm sleeping. I'm resting. What about work? Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No. Careful. You call in the night, I'm resting. You call in the day, I'm tired. You call in the day, customer. Then you say a lady talking about, you just see the latest whatever. Hey, Jay-Z, you see Maradona, you see what the season wore, you see the last award. Oh, come and see the shoe. Come and the shoe of that pastor. See the tie. And it's always about if you go to church, glamour is looking for. If you go to any occasion, you look at the Gucci bag. Look at this one. And
the wig.
The wig, thank you. The wig. See the wig that they use in that movie. See this one. See bone straight. Don't bone this one. And his head is not straight. No. Like I said, run. That's for the lady. But there's some wonderful ladies. I'm not saying this happen all the time. I'm just saying these are just signal. You need to find out. It might do it once. It might just be out of whatever. But find out to check if that thing is consistent. Or if you say a lady that always complain, you're not giving me anything, and he's not giving you anything. You say, I'm broke. You don't have anything. No. Even if it's a letter, a card. Even if he's buying something as less as anything.
Handkerchief.
If he's not giving you anything, even if you have all the millions, be careful. It's a signal. Because out of nothing, let there be love. Love is an expression. So the giving is not the thing that you give. It is the expression in your heart and all that. Anyway, so for the guy, let me quickly go to the guy. If you see a guy saying, my mommy, I got my mommy. My mom said, run.
Our mommy's boy.
My wife can kill. My wife can struggle someone else on that. I mean, why? You are leaving your mom. You are leaving your father and your mother. You must be matured enough. Yeah, you might have discussed with your mom as much as possible. Don't say my mom said. Just I'm thinking. I just thought about, it's better than to say my mommy said, and most of the time it's not my daddy said, it's my mommy said. And number two, if you see a guy that is saying, that's your salary, when we marry, we have more money, but let's just be that one that let me move into your house now, and let me move in, and as we are moving on, I will get job. Careful. If you see a guy that will say, I love you, but I don't have anything now, nothing, but don't worry, let's just go, and he cannot even buy and catch it for you. This is a problem somewhere. And we see a man that when you go out, after buy everything, is waiting for you to pay. You've done it, there's nothing wrong. You've done the first payment, second payment, sister, don't do the third payment. Check, and let there even be let there be a remorse. I'm sorry, I'm not able to do this now. But I mean, you can see that I'm working towards something. You must be able to see that man is working towards something. It's applied to organization. I'm not saying woman should not help. It's applied to organization. It's sending proposal. You can see. You call the man. Where are you? You know, I'm on the bed. What happened? So I'm just tired. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going nowhere today. And I say, and they call in the night sleeping. I said, why are you? He said, I'm just sleeping. Careful. So because if the man will lead your life, you must. If the man will be the one that will mentor your children, you must give it. I mean, you can the list go on and on. But I'm not saying these are laws. But when you see this signal, find out deeper to know if there's, if this person's like that. So I think I've done justice in that. In that.
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. No, we've learned a lot from everything you have said. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we need to do more of this so that you know our productivity can increase. Thank you so much, Mr. Remi Dairo, for honoring our invitation.
Yes,
I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll let you run now
no problem. Because I
so
need
I
to
can
go for my
wrap
daughter's
up.
graduation. Thank you.
Okay, okay. My regards to your wife and the family.
No problem. Thank you
Yeah,
very
bye.
much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye. So we have come to the end of today's program. Thank you so much for joining us. Tomorrow will be another time. We have an interesting section tomorrow with Fumi Akingbade. She used to be a Punch columnist, and she writes about sex and sexuality. So tomorrow she'll be talking to us about the danger of sex deprivation in marriage. Please make it a day. Don't miss that section as well. And on Sunday, I will bring the meeting to a close as I also speak on how the show of affection and lovemaking aside sex can save your marriage. I believe that all these teachings, all these things we are learning will help us to do marriage better and will make our marriages a success. So don't forget to stay tuned tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. West African time. We hope to see you again. Till then, I remain your host, Malai and Open and I say bye bye.